Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Giuseppe with AI Business Labs. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a SaaS founder, if you are building something great, if you're working on something and you're out there to make some money, you've come to the right place. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, what we are going to be talking about is turning your SaaS website into an app and getting it on the App Store. I've been away because I've been doing a ton of research, and now that I've done the research, I'm here to bring it to you. Now, this is really exciting stuff. But before I get started on this and before I stream it and I get all that other stuff done, I really just want to talk really about the strategy around how this comes together and what I found and how you can use it. Okay. Now, this is a lot to do with just how to look and think about the problem. And if you comment, give me the plan, I will put a very special code in there into your reply at the end. Because you also deserve to know how to do this, and I will chat with you directly. If you want to chat with me directly, if you want some help or whatever, I am going to be setting up a school. You will be able to sign up in there, and I will be very happy to chat with all of you personally and directly. Now, I'm going to show you what I made. I'm going to show you what the plan is, and I'm going to show you how to think about it. Now, let's go through this. All right, so. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I made. So if you type in paint quote app, okay, you get here sponsored, 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 AI overview, me. This is me right here. First, number one SEO in the world, baby. If you've been hanging out with me, you know exactly how I got there. You know exactly what to do. And you know that you could do it too. It's very simple. A couple instructions, not a big deal. Now that this has been created, I'm going to show you what I made. Okay. This is really cool. Now you've probably made something like this, or you're going to make something like this. The goal from here is the only people beating me are people who are on the App Store, right? And they're ads for the App Store. It's hard to beat the App Store. And once you're on the App Store, it looks so official, right? You unlock a lot of opportunity by getting your SaaS or your product onto the App Store. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to be thinking about today. And that's what we're going to talk about. So the first thing, I used to think that you had to create an entire duplicate of your app to apply to the App Store, right? It had to be written in some special app language like Ruby on Rails or blah, blah, blah. It doesn't. Okay. What you need is something called a PWA. A PWA is a progressive web app. Okay. It's a type of application built using standard web technologies, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but designed to provide an experience similar to that of a native platform-specific app. Now, what does that mean? When you create your own website or your own app or your web app or whatever, and you're using different code and structure and what have you through these LLMs, chances are you're building it with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? You're not using all these other C++ or Ruby on Rails or any other weird stuff. You're just building it outright. And now with a PWA, that's all you need to get onto the App Store. You don't need any of this other weird stuff to get on the App Store. You don't have to pay someone 10, 15, 20, 30 grand to turn your app into a real app to apply to the App Store. You just have to know, you have to think through the problem, do your research, get it together. And with that research now, you can turn into a PWA. So, and an experience similar to that of a native platform-specific app. So PWAs run on multiple platforms and devices from a single code base like a website. But they can also be installed on devices, operate offline, send push notifications, and integrate with device hardware and other groups. Device hardware being cameras, microphones, video, etc., right? Now, with my app, I thought, the next thing I wanted to do was I wanted to make it so that way people could take a picture and attach that to their quote. Now, I was like, okay, I was doing some research and I was like, if I'm going to get this done, the pictures have to be loaded onto Supabase. I'm going to have to pay for a bunch of extra coding. I'm going to have to pay for a bunch of extra storage on Supabase and then make that connection solid so that way photos and videos can go back and forth. No. Integrate with device hardware and other apps. That means that when they take a photo, it's stored on their own device. I don't have to store it. They store it. So now it actually opens up a bunch of other opportunities for your SaaS and how you would like it to interact with someone's phone or desktop, because you don't have to create that functionality on your website for it to work. They can do it offline, and that's a huge thing. So Key characteristics. It loads quickly and reliably, even on uncertain or slow networks. They provide a smooth app-like user face without browser UI elements. They can be installed on a device, allowing users to launch them like a native app, which means they have that icon, just like any other app icon that you have. So you can use push notifications. You can get people to view, to open your app. You send them reminders, that kind of stuff. And that is huge for retention and getting people, right? When you get a notification on your Instagram or on your YouTube and you get that notification, chances are you're going to push it because they're sending it to you because they know you're going to click it and you're going to open it. And that retention, that's what the value of the app comes into play. When you're selling your app, when you're exiting, they're going to say, what's your user retention like? How many times do these people open it a month? And you're going to say, actually, I use offline caching and push notifications. So they open it almost every day. Boom. $1 million, baby. We're making money. We're making money together. Okay. So anyways, that is why I'm so pumped. Now, what I want to do is I want to talk about this portion right here. Okay. Because this is the big portion here. Okay. This is the think portion. Now this portion is really important. Now, I used to think, or I thought, that what I needed to do to get my app onto the App Store was to create a totally separate copy duplicate version of my initial app, which would be accepted by the Apple gods or the Google Play Store gods. So that way I could make some Play Store money. You don't. What I've done is the research, and I ran in, I networked, I talked to some really smart people. They said, you don't need that. You just need a PWA to get onto the App Store. Great. What does the App Store do? It increases SaaS sales, which is a huge win, right? We're going to increase SaaS sales and we're going to increase profit because that's what it is. And also, we're also going to be able to boost our capabilities with this. So now that we understand what we need to do, now we can build a plan. Now, if you comment, give me the plan prompt in the comments, I will give you the special plan prompt. But here it is in the summary. I'm going to give it to you right now. This is what you need right here. I want you to iterate on this plan over and over again until you can't make it any better. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to force the AI not to rely on its first draft, right? I don't know if you guys are old like me and you used to have to write essays for school and that kind of stuff. Your first draft is always trash. It's always trash. Even if you tried your hardest, your first draft is trash. So this is what you want to do. You want to build something great, okay? And to build something great, your great draft is not your first draft. I'm sorry, it's not, okay? Even the Mona Lisa had layers under it where he kind of worked through different things. And you're not a Da Vinci, okay? You're not. But I'm rooting for you. You're still going to make some great money, but we have to meet each other where we are here, okay? You're going to create a plan and you're going to tell it, go through the plan, make it better. Go through the plan, make it better until it gets so tired of going through it that it's going to say, I cannot possibly make this plan any better. So it's going to research and plan and research and plan and research and plan. It's going to do it over and over and over again. And by the time this is absolutely rock solid, it's going to execute. Now there's some other things I'm going to add to this plan, okay? I'm going to add some really cool stuff. I'm going to add .md file with a to-do list. So that way it doesn't make up anything and we know exactly what it's doing at all points in time, right? And it's going to do a .md file with all code and resources because I don't want it doing any reward hacking issues or anything like that or making stuff up. And with those two things, and it's going to have a .md file with the research. And with these, oh my God, I can't spell research, but with these, okay, combined with / commands, combined with agents, okay, we're now going to have the entire plan and we're going to be able to execute it and we're going to get it done in one. And it's not going to be this buggy mess that you're going to have to deal with for like 3 months trying to fix it. It's over. Anyways, I'm going to be live streaming the planning phase. I'm going to be live streaming the execute phase. I'm going to cut that up in a video so you'll be able to see it on here, should you choose. And they will also be on my shorts channel if you're curious about watching the shorts. Anyways, I am also going to be creating a school for people like myself who are building SaaS projects or building website projects or running agencies who are vibe coding and vibe marketing, because it's so cool to hang out with people who are doing the same thing as you. And it's so rewarding and it makes so much sense. It's so like, it just fills the battery, man. Like for the people that I hang out with that are doing the same thing as me, it's a multiplier effect because you get to share not only your successes, but where you're stuck, and everybody helps. And that's what I want. So I'm going to be creating that. Anyways, comment, give me the plan. I will give you this in the comments. If you stay to the end, you are an absolute legend. I love you. You're the best. Stay, hang out, watch, like, subscribe, comment. I don't know. It's all the things, guys. I'm just super grateful that you're here and watching with me. Like, this has been a dream of mine to have this. I'm finally have the balls to get it up and do it. And the fact that you are with me here is just making everything better. So please like, subscribe. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys. And yeah, keep on rolling. Keep on watching, and we're going to get the planning done next, and you'll see it in the next upcoming video / live. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.